introduction. Well, my name is Buzz, and we are out here in DeSoto National Forest. I'm sorry I can't do this introduction out by the sign. Even out here in the middle of nowhere, traffic is noisy. Anyway, so we're out here. We're gonna see some massive populations of Sarracenia alatas, the pale pitcher plants. We're gonna see very sizable populations of Sarracenia citicenas, the parrot pitcher plants, and some butterworts and some sundews. I don't really care too much about those. Anyway, it's actually a really nice day. This is the first time I've been out here where the gnats have been this bad, but drove 80 miles to get out here, and we're damn well gonna get out there. So without further ado, let's get it on. Well, right off the bat, we are, as you can see, I'm not even across the street, and we see some yellow butterworts, and they're all over the place. Pinguicula lutea, I think, something like that. But if you look closely enough, it's not just butterworts. We've got little sundews down there too. See? Those are dwarf sundews. Drosera brevifloria, I think. Look, some of them are flowering. This guy right there. So I'm not a real big fan of butterworts or sundews. They catch their prey by the prey just kind of landing on the surface of the leaf and just decaying. You know, that's kind of disgusting. Anyway, so they're all over the place. The butterwort's all over the place, but those little sundews, they're so plentiful out here that you gotta watch where you walk. So anyway, we're gonna walk that way. These pretty purple flowers are all over the place. Anyway, we're walking into the wild, and into pitcher plant heaven. They're all over the place. It's getting pretty. It's getting into the dog days of summer. So these pitchers, a lot of these pitchers are going to be red. In the spring, when these pitchers first come up, they're nice, beautiful greens. Look at this one. Good Lord. When they first come up, they're nice and pretty and green, just like, kind of like this guy right here. And as they get more sun, they turn redder and redder. Anyway, as you can see, they are literally everywhere you look. This entire field is covered in Sarracenia alata. And way over there, even more of them. That's where we're going right now. You know, if I'm perfectly honest, I really prefer these pictures when they're nice and green, like that, or even when they're just kind of autumn colored, like that and that. Look at the striations on that guy. Holy Lord, look at these two. I don't know, they just seem a little bit more vibrant than that. I mean, there's still some really, really gorgeous pictures in here. But, and I don't know. I mean, like this new guy right here, he's gonna be real pretty. So, look at that. Holy shit. That is a magnificent bastard. Huh. Alright, so we're going to leave this population and we're going to walk across this savanna right here to that population. Alright, so check this out. That's where we just came from. I want to point out this tall grass here. This grass, which comes up pretty high. If you're going to come to a place like this, you need to make sure you get some, you got to get good insect repellent. Off deep woods works good. Ticks love to hide in the tall grass. Anyway, we crossed that little area right there into this massive population of Sarracenia alatus. And this goes on and on. All of that land over there is full of populations like this. You can actually, yeah, now that they're redder, you can tell. You can tell it. On the other side of those trees over there is a population over there, and that's actually, we're gonna head over that way. But we're gonna go try to find some Sarracenia citicenas first. So in order to do that, I know of a population right over there. So that's where we're going. It's funny when they're just opening. They look all crazy. That's a beautiful picture right there. And we're in some kind of trough. I'd hope that after the tropical storm last week, that this might be full of water. But instead, it's just hella muddy. But yeah, we're gonna go that way. We're gonna find some parrot pitcher plants. Here's a population of some brighter pitchers. And we're going to keep our eyes to the ground and find some parrot pitchers. Right there. And some more right there. I love these guys. Later I'll cut one up. I don't feel so bad about cutting up a few out here because they really are plentiful. Parrot pitcher plant, Sarracenia citacina. They have different colorations. Sometimes they can be really red like these guys here. They usually get that red when they're getting a whole lot of sun. And sometimes they can be much greener. Actually, that's how I like them. That's how I grow them at home. We're going to find some more. We're going to walk that way and find some more. At this location, you have to watch where you step. These parrot pitcher plants are so plentiful out here that you got to watch where you step. Anyway, you'll often find them submerged. Buried under mud, and that's because this land floods a lot. Sometimes they're just completely buried, like this little guy here. How you gonna catch anything, bro? Here is evidence of a fire. Fire is actually essential to these grasslands. It helps these pitcher plants to grow. If this grass gets too tall without fire, the pitchers won't receive enough sun. Lands like this are actually managed, and fires are set intentionally. These are called prescribed burns. They help out the ecosystem a lot. This is a real doozy. We've stepped away from the savanna for a minute to come into this this little grove. Get out of the sun for a minute. I just happen to know that over here we will find a little bit of water and sphagnum moss, which is my favorite kind of moss. Kind of. There's some right there. It's actually my second favorite moss. Fern moss is my favorite. Last time I was here, this is very dry. That's nice. It's nice and cool. I was hoping to find more water here. Then maybe we might find some snakes or frog or two. That'd be nice. But instead we see a whole lot of sphagnum. And hear a bunch of birds. Alright, it's time to get back to pitcher plants. That way. Actually, even in little areas like this, Sarracenia alata will still grow. Even though this area doesn't receive a whole lot of sun. You'll still see pale pitcher plants. Like these guys. Just chilling in the grass, man. Hey Buzz, how come pitcher plants need to eat insects to survive? Well, it's because this ground is very, very poor in nutrients. So pitcher plants have evolved to get their fertilizer and nitrogen from another source. Insects. Let me get my trusty pointer out here, my chopstick. Here we go. The pitcher produces nectar along this rim here and on the other side of the hood. And the bugs get attracted to it. They slip and fall in. And they just fall down there and die, and is digested by the plant. The pitcher itself is just a leaf. It's the leaf of a rhizome that's in the ground. Oh, look at this. Look at that. What's that? What's that you see? Parrot pitcher plants just growing here? Holy crap, here's a monster. Just chilling. That's a big one, huh? The parrot pitcher plant is what's called a lobster trap. I'll illustrate that. Maybe even with this one. Yeah. That was paused at 4:42. Anyway. Here's the leaf of a parrot pitcher plant. And what happens is the plant produces nectar inside of here. You see that little hole right there? Insects are guided. If I can just focus, please. Insects are guided along this fin with the promise of tasty nectar into this hole, which is called the it's a lobster trap. And you see how the light actually shines kind of through the leaf? It tricks the insect into going further and further down into the trap. I'm gonna open that up right now. Okay, so like I said, I don't mind really tearing apart this leaf because they're so abundant out here. But look at the way the light just kind of shines right through there. Anyway, sorry about the shaking. So the bug is tricked into going into this hole, and look at that. And you can see the trick of the light even better from this side of the leaf. Bug comes in here, and it's tricked into going further and further down into the pipe. And I don't know if you can see that, but there's little hairs that are pointing that way, keeping the insect from crawling out. It's very interesting. I'm gonna open this guy. Look at that, those shiny little hairs in there. And look at that poor bastard. There's a fluid in here, I wonder. That's just probably digestive fluid in water. So anyway, that's how the parrot pitcher plant works. Maybe we'll do a pale pitcher plant. Hey bro, you looking for me? You looking for me? Yeah, I'm looking for you. Let's see what you ate last. Oh, alright bro. Anyway, the pale pitcher plant employs something called a pitfall trap. Insect comes along here. This is a waxy lip right here. And they just kind of fall down into the trap. And they go further and further. Look at that. Ew, that's disgusting. That is some kind of maggot. That maggot right there probably lives in symbiosis with this plant. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. I don't know what kind of maggot that is, but it's disgusting. Deeper down into the plant, see a whole bunch of little bodies, a little bit of gnats and stuff. And let me tell you something, it smells. It smells bad. So anyway, that's what's inside a pitcher plant. Just a bunch of gross insect bodies. Come on, dude. Alright, good stuff. This place is just amazing. It doesn't matter which direction you go. I just came from there, right? And I know of a huge population right over that hill. But I decided, you know what, let's walk over here towards the road. The road's that way. And I haven't been to this part yet. I haven't explored this area. And they're just all over the place, man. This is beautiful land out here. This is a pine savanna. A little hilly, and you can always expect in the lower areas, in flat woods like this, you're gonna see pitchers and some sundews. I bet you if I look down right now, I'm gonna see a sundew. And oh, yep. What do you know? Drosera brevifloria, right there. They're just all over the place. They're like grass. Yeah. The last time I was here, the grass was not this high. But we're getting there. And in fact, we're here. From the satellite, this is a big swath of land here. Look at this. I wish I knew what kind of flowers those were. Pretty. It's all pictures. Oh yeah, speaking of flower. That is the flower of Sarracenia alata. It's upside down. It doesn't have any petals on it because those are typically the first to drop as soon as it's pollinated. Late spring usually. But look at all these guys. So this is like a higher elevation right there. Going into some lower elevation. Into a bog. And they're just, there they are. Just chilling. Chilling like bug villains. That's a dumb joke. It's staying in the video though. I don't care. I'm gonna walk a little further and then cross into those trees. Cause there's more water over there. There's a couple downed logs over there with lots of Sarracenia psittacenas. And when you find them together, you have a higher chance of finding hybrids. So that's where we're going. Okay, so I just crossed from over there. And you see on this side, wow, look at this. That is a beautiful picture. That is something. Anyway, on this side, massive populations of Sarracenia psittacina, parrot pitcher plants. Like literally, just all over the place. They're you gotta watch where you step. See them in there? And I mean, I've never seen so many before in my life. Well, I mean, I've only started looking the last couple of years anyway. Very beautiful. My brother-in-law, he hunts up in here. Well, he used to hunt up here in DeSoto. He said that him and his brothers used to call these things Japanese lanterns, I think. I mean, I could see why. I could see why. I came across these sundews. Dwarf sundews, huh? Those are pretty big. Nice and pretty. Drosera brevifloria. These aren't as small as the ones you usually see on the ground. In fact, some of these are downright pretty big. Look, I saw a couple over here that were just large. I like how they grow in little clumps. Look at that guy. That's a big sundew. Well, for that species. Well, there sure are some beautiful pictures out here. I've been walking around this area because this area is just full of alatas and psittacina all over the place. I mean, they're together all over the place here. And I've been walking around this area for probably 45 minutes in this hot sun. And you know, hybrids, wild hybrids, they're not like some incredible scientific find or anything like that. They're not incredibly rare. I mean, they're kind of rare, but they're not like, oh, big time discovery kind of rare. Because I've seen 3 of them out here, but you can't make them appear, you know. And it's not like you're gonna, in an area like this, you don't have too many, you can't recognize too many landmarks. So even if you see, you saw one in this general area, you got no guarantee you're ever gonna see that sucker again. So anyway, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna see any wild hybrids. But I do have some footage from my last trek out here, so I'll probably just, definitely gonna splice it into this little video. Unless, of course, I get really lucky and find a hybrid on my way out, because it's getting pretty hot, and boy, I sure could use a beer. Anyway, I'll film a closing. Look at these guys. I mean, there are beautiful pictures all over the place out here. I encourage people to get out here, have a look at these beautiful things. These are some exceptional striations in this Sarracenia alata. There's a nice little bunch too. Absolutely gorgeous. There's some more. Anyway, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Part of the problem with coming out to a place like this, there are no trails. You're on your own. And it's hard to remember where you've been before. You have to remember shit like, oh, this fallen log right here. Oh, that clump of bushes next to all of these fallen logs. And I don't remember any of this shit. I mean, I know where I am, of course, but I don't know how to get to places that I saw last time I was here. Actually, I think I got an idea. And guess what? Walking along, keep your eyes peeled to the ground, and voila, there we have it. Let me find a place to sit down so I'm not sitting on any sundews or anything like that. This right here, where you at? There you are. This is a hybrid of Sarracenia alata and Sarracenia citicinus. It's not a very big one. Anyway, you can see it's got this fin like the parrot pitcher plants. It's even got these, the little windows or whatever, but it's also got a huge opening like the alatas do. See? I don't want to bend him. Anyway, it's got the hood and a wide opening, not just a little hole like parrot pitcher plant does. And this guy's doing quite well. Look, he's got a new one opening up here. That's pretty much what an alata might look like when it's opening up. Anyway, so this is a hybrid of Sarracenia alata and Sarracenia citacina. That's the third one I've seen out here. But I mean, they're all over the place. So, well, both species are all over the place, and you expect to find a few at least. And maybe we'll find some more. That's beautiful. I don't know what that is. I am in the shit here. This is the shit. That's what you call your ass in the grass. How tall this shit is. And I gotta walk that way. That's okay. Oh, well, so I just walked from over there. And, well. This is a population, a small population, that I have not visited before. And it looks promising. It looks promising for hybrid. So I'm going to spend a little time here. Because, lo and behold, big old clusters of parrot pitchers next to really pretty pale pitcher plants. I'm going to spend a minute or two watching around here, looking. Yeah, I'm telling you, if we were going to find a hybrid, it would be in this area. If one were so inclined to spend just maybe half an hour, I don't know. But I didn't get to see any hybrid, but I did get to see this. That is the most massive parrot pitcher that I've ever seen. Look at this sucker. Look at this one bulb. That is massive. Get that one out there. This is definitely by far the biggest parrot pitcher, Sarracenia citacina, that I've ever seen. So, I don't know. That makes me feel better about not finding a hybrid. I might look around here for a little while. Could you see all those little flowers? All those tinier flowers? Those are all citacina. And with that many citacina around this many alata, I mean, there's gotta be a hybrid somewhere. I might look a little while. Well, I'm headed back to the truck now. It's getting kind of hot. It's like 11:30. Truck's that way somewhere. But this still is beautiful land, and I guess I'm a little upset that I didn't find a hybrid. This is the first time that I've been out here and didn't see a hybrid between citacina and alata. But it is what it is. I'm gonna head back to the truck, film a little outro, I guess. I'm not sure what kind of toad that is. Southern toad, maybe? And there's a little Drosera brevifloria, of course, because they're all over the place out here. Anyway. This place is literally in the middle of nowhere. Oh, look. Oh, just pictures just hanging on the side of the road. Well, it's hot. It's hot out here, definitely. I could spend all day out here in DeSoto National Forest with these pitcher plants. Not so much the butterworts or the sundews. Like I said, I don't really. They're living flypaper. I find them to be disgusting. But anyway, if that sort of thing is your bag, if you like just looking at these things, visit them in their habitat, I encourage you to do so. It's one thing to grow them at home, like I do. I grow both of these species at home. But it's an entirely different experience to get out there in the wild and visit them in their natural habitat. Like I said, I could spend all day out here, but the damn biting flies, the gnats, and this probably 85 degrees, I guess, weather says that it's time to go. Early spring, well, even up to late spring, early fall, all day, easy. I encourage you to get out and visit these places. Always make sure you have the essentials. Water, I use Propel. You gotta have some kind of food with you. This is bacon jerky. So always gotta have that with you. Just keep up your energy. I always bring good pocket knife. You need a good pocket knife. I like to bring a hawk with me. You never know when you need a good hawk. And most importantly, after a good day such as today, bring a little celebration. I always bring a little celebration. And then, oh, would you look at that? Anyway, here's the carnivorous plants and a good expedition, I guess. Oh, that's refreshing. That is really good. Okay. I don't know. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I'm upset a little bit that we didn't get to see a hybrid of Alata and Cetacina. This is actually the first time I've been out here, and this is my fourth time that I haven't seen a hybrid out here. But like I said, you can't they're like a diamond in the rough. They're a needle in a haystack. You gotta just happen upon where a seed from a cross-pollinated plant fell. That's what happens is both species are flowering at the same time and they just get cross-pollinated. The interesting thing about Sarracenia hybrids is that they're fertile and they can be pollinated by either parent species or each other. It's interesting. There's all kind of cultivars out there, but in the wild, it's not unheard of. It's not some scientific anomaly or anything like that, but they're pretty rare. I guess I'm proud that I've seen 3 on my 3 expeditions out here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you don't mind that I spliced some footage of the hybrid I found last time I was here. It was a small one actually. But anyway, get out there, visit these things in the wild, visit them in their own habitat. It'll do your soul wonders. It really will. And remember, bring celebration with you.